Are courses dead? We're going to talk about that. And I'm also going to tell you about the 2 offer types that really are still working. So stick around and let's do it. So I got this question recently when I was speaking at an event. I got up there and I was like, let me tell you all how to launch a digital product. Here's what it can look like. Here's what it doesn't have to look like. I felt like my talk was met with actually a lot of skepticism. I definitely had a lot of people come up to me saying, hey, I have a course, I tried it, I launched it, it didn't work. Or I have an idea for a course, but it feels like no one wants to buy courses anymore. I don't really know if it's worth putting my time and effort into, or just having doubts about whether or not their subject matter is interesting enough to create a course around. Our course is still relevant in the age of AI, post-COVID. People are wanting more offline experiences. I'm going to tell you my uninhibited viewpoint of this topic. No, they are not dead, but the industry has changed. It is not the online course heyday that it was in 2020. Obviously, 2020, a lot of people had so much time at home. And I will say I have seen the iOS update really impact the course creator industry. A lot of course creators actually had to really scale back their businesses after the iOS update of 2021 because they put a lot of their eggs in the Facebook ads bucket. And once that tanked, it really took a hit on their businesses. There's also more competition, right? The Great Resignation happened. A lot of people decided to get into creating digital products and courses, and we're just seeing a lot more competition. So if you want to be successful in course creation post 2021, right now at recording this, it's 2023, I'm going to tell you what will and will not work from here on out. There are 2 offers that I've really seen succeed post 2021. One is an offer that has a very specific pain point that it addresses with a specific outcome and requires step-by-step instruction. So in-depth, step-by-step instruction that is more in-depth than what they'd get in like a free YouTube video or something. So examples of this are something like a Facebook ads course, right? Like a very specific, I'm going to teach you how to set up your Facebook ads and exactly how to do it, what works, and how to get through this content. That's a skill that someone might want to learn that's very specific with a specific start and end. Another example of this is a natural childbirth course, right? That's a very specific, I am going to have a baby. I want to be prepared for whatever this takes, but it's something that's pretty in-depth. Birthing classes happen over weeks or several hours at a time. It's a pretty in-depth process. It's a pretty significant part of your life. And it is addressing all the things that could come up and the step-by-step of how to have the most success. So those are examples of courses that would work in that category. And now the other thing that I've really seen succeed post 2021 is not just creating an informational course, but rather a program. So to illustrate this, I want to explain that courses in and of themselves are not valuable anymore. There is so much information out there. Right now, you might even be watching this video on YouTube. I know you could YouTube pretty much anything. You can Google anything. You can now use AI. You can use ChatGPT to tell you how to do so many things. You are definitely going to get a lot further on your own using free tools than you used to be able to do. So the information in and of itself is not valuable. The quantity of information also isn't valuable. This is actually a mistake that I see a lot of creators making when they put courses together is they're like, you're going to get 65 10-minute videos of how to blah, blah, blah. And honestly, that is not a valuable outcome for your user. They're not going to be super excited about all the time that they waste on videos. In my opinion, we have moved from the age of information to the age of entertainment to now what I like to call the age of convenience. Everyone is looking for what is going to fast track my result, what is going to take me from A to Z as quickly as possible, because a great program, a great offer is actually addressing a pain point that they have. I believe that the best products come from problems, like finding solutions to problems that you actively see in your audience and helping to bridge the gap of problem to solution as quickly as possible. That's what a great product does. And so what you need to do is look at your course or your offer as doing that versus just throwing a library of things together and hoping that they get a result from it. If you can't map a path of transformation for your user, they are not going to be likely to buy. They're just going to see it as another thing to add to their online graveyard. And almost all of us are guilty of this, right? Like, especially business owners, we have a library of all these resources, all these things that we've bought and purchased and never log into. And I think the audience is over it. So in regards to that area of course creation, that is over. Like, just creating a product for the sake of creating a product, that is over. If that gives you life, if that brings you joy and you don't need an income stream to be attached to it, then by all means, do it. A lot of people self-publish books because they really wanted to like get a book out of them, and maybe it does something for them, maybe it doesn't, but it's just about the process. I love the creation process. If that's something that like lights you up to just do something to do it, then do it. But if you want to create a course that's actually profitable, then it really needs to bring people to a result that feels tangible and attached to a pain that they are presently having. I actually want you to approach course creation differently with that information in mind. What is the program that you can create that is going to bridge that gap as quickly as possible in the medium that your audience will find most convenient? I have a client/friend, her name is Ali Casaza, and she has created a lot of courses and offers that are audio only, or they're a mix of audio and video and PDF. And she knows her audience is busy moms. And so they're going to be listening to this while they're doing their dishes, they're out for a walk. They're listening to her in their ears. They don't need to be sitting down doing step-by-step videos, because most of her content is things that you can listen to and then apply in your daily life after. Like, you integrate it after you learn. It's not a learn while you're doing it. It's not a setting up Facebook ads course. And so basically, she's taken her audience and said, this is what's going to be most convenient to them and not add to their to-do list. It's going to be something they could just add to their life in the flow of things that they're already doing. So you need to think about your course and offer creation that way. What's going to be the thing that really gets people doing the thing? If they need to attend live sessions instead of just being a self-study course, then make your program something that maybe it's a timed 10-week program. I have a client that has an offer called Habit Lab, and what they do is they meet for 10 weeks, and the whole program is based on helping people refine and upgrade their habits. And so they meet for 10 weeks for coaching, where they get specific instruction and feedback on what it is that they need to upgrade in their lives. And then they have homework, and they have to turn in the homework every week. And that actually makes it an interactive experience that's going to get people results. And that's why alumni are now going back through the program again, because there is something about actually having that accountability baked in. And the fact that it is 10 weeks that you commit to, they come and then they're done, it makes it feel achievable, and it actually is getting them transformation, which is what you want. The goal is transformation. So really think about yourself as a product designer, and don't just take what other people have done and say it needs to look like X, Y, and Z because that's what Amy Porterfield did, or that's what Jenna Kutcher said, or that's what Graham Cochran said, or whoever these course creator gurus that you're following, which are amazing people. It doesn't need to look exactly like that. You know your audience best, and you know what's going to fit in their lives best. And if you don't, then just take a little survey. Just ask them, like, hey, what would be most valuable to you? Would it be a Notion playbook of exactly what you need to do to upgrade your health habits? Would that be most valuable to you? Would having me in a private podcast be the best offer for you? Do you just need motivation every single day? What is going to be the thing that you can design that's going to help them achieve transformation? So think about yourself more as a product designer than as a course creator. Now, with all that in mind, I would love to hear your opinions on this matter. So please leave a comment below. And if you love this video, then please subscribe. And if you want more resources to help you create and launch your digital product, then head to thelaunchpeople.com. We have templates and services to help you out, and we would love to resource you. I'm Kristen Estes. Thanks so much for joining. I'll catch you next time.